What up, guys? It's your boy Ars. Apologize for not making a video yesterday, but yesterday was my birthday, so I decided to relax a bit. But, I had to still make this review, so I'm back now. Let's just jump right into this because this is going to be an episode where I'm kind of chill. I'm actually not gonna yell this episode, and there weren't too many egregious things in this episode that pissed me off, so this is going to be more nitpicks than a full-out rant. Regardless, though, I still have some stuff that I want to talk about, especially regarding next week's episode. So this we start off yet again. Goku is fighting Ribrianne, and like, have you guys like dislike the presence of someone so much that you would rather chew on bullets than look at that person's face for 1 second longer? That's how I feel about Ribrianne right now. I don't like the way she fights. I don't like her appearance. I don't like the way she acts. There is not a single thing about her that is redeemable. I hate her with a passion. And the fact that Goku has not eliminated her is beyond my comprehension. Because even if she's Super Saiyan level with God Essence, all she had to do is go Super Saiyan 2 or Super Saiyan Blue, since you have unlimited stamina anyway, and just knock her out the ring. But apparently, he can only do that when the writers deem it necessary. So she's still in here for some unknown reason. It's absurd. I don't know why she's still here. No one likes Ribrianne. I wish she would just disappear already. And speaking of characters who are coming back, Kaba finally shows his face again. Except when he does, he's like a 5-second cutscene and gets punched through rocks by Toppo. Do the writers have any respect for any of the characters that they make? Really, like, do they have any? Kaba has been nigh irrelevant. Not even nigh. Literally irrelevant this entire tournament. We haven't seen him fight once. Once. Literally. Go back and look at all the episodes before this. Kaba has not fought once. They showed him about to fight Vegeta, and I assume they were fighting, but they never show what happened during that fight at all. They were too busy giving Toriyama hand jobs to frickin' bootleg Broly. So Kaba got no light. Nothing. I mean, I get they wanted to shine their light on their female Saiyans, but to disrespect the character to this level, y'all did that shit to Tien, now y'all doing that to Kaba too. The writers, they don't respect their characters at all, man. This shit's absurd. And then Gohan over here is fighting this nigga, whatever this dude is, a robot. I can't remember what the universe is as a robot, but he's fighting him. And Gohan is struggling against dude. He had to run from a robot. A robot. Gohan was supposed to be relativistic to Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Relativistic. According to the narrator himself, his full power rivals Super Saiyan Blue. This is not my opinion. This is according to the narrator, and therefore according to the writers. Yet, he can't handle a robot. A tiny ass robot with some extendable arms like Inspector Gadget. I remember I said this shit in the last review. I said that. I said, when is Gohan gonna stop holding L's when Papa Piccolo is not around? When? Anytime that Papa Piccolo is not in this man's presence, he's holding nothing but L's. Gohan fans, is this what you wanted? For Gohan to be a little bitch at every opportunity? Is this what you wanted? I can't say that he doesn't deserve it. Because, personally, I don't give a shit about Gohan. I'm not a Gohan fan. Gohan, to me, got wanked to unbelievable proportions, even in Z. The man has only trained for 5 years of his life, and he's relativistic to Super Saiyan Blue. At least Android 17 trained for a decade plus before he became relativistic to Blue. This man trained for a few weeks to a few months and became relativistic to Blue. But nobody has a problem with that shit. But they sure do have a problem with 17. Guy with unlimited stamina and can train for 10 years straight without stopping and trains alone on his island by himself. Gets Super Saiyan Blue. The masses go roaring. Their favorite butt buddy, Gohan, he gets the same level of power in a few weeks to a few months. Yay! Gohan's back! Fuck out of here, man. Gohan is just so trash, dude. I'm sorry, but he is. I don't like Gohan for the same reason why Krillin gets on my nerves now. He got wanked past Tien out of fucking nowhere. I don't appreciate when characters get absolutely buffed with absolute minimal explanation and minimal training. It's bullshit. Only reason why him and Krillin are even remotely relevant is because they got their potentials unlocked twice. I don't care if you disagree, it's true. And you know it's true. I ain't gonna focus on, I'm not gonna rant about that too much. That's just how I feel about the situation. So Gohan goes up against G-Mez for Universe 2, right? So G-Mez, he's the guy that uses instant transmission. And, you know, I figured that Gohan would struggle a little bit. But bro, what is this shit? Again, Gohan just holding L's. He's just holding L's. Really, dude? Come on, man. Really? He can't even keep up with someone using instant I get it, it's instant transmission. It's really fast. I understand. But again, this dude is supposed to be relativistic to Super Saiyan Blue Goku. And he can't handle trash. G-Mez is not strong. Okay? Despite what he displayed in this episode, he's not strong at all. The only good quality about him is that he's mastered instant transmission, which, granted, is a very powerful technique because it's faster than light, massively faster than light. You can literally cross dimensions with this technique in less than a second, because that's just how fast it is. But it's not uncounterable. If you read your opponent's energy as soon as they come out of instant transmission, it's not hard to read. And I thought that Gohan in his training was working on reading his enemy's movements and reading their energy. And apparently his training, again with the regressive bullshit from the writers, didn't mean anything. Because he's going right back to this. Every time. Every time that a character is about to make progress, or they made progress, they go right back to this. Every time. It's like, why do we even bother getting invested in characters if they can just become shit within a few episodes of them being hyped up? Don't get your hopes up for anybody. For all we know, Jiren could be a letdown. I know he's not, but wouldn't it be funny? I wouldn't even be mad. I'd be like, I should have seen this coming. Am I right? So finally, my boy Frieza, he finally comes out. Who, granted, I also don't appreciate the way he was linked up. Apparently, he did some mental training, and that allowed him to become like 100 times stronger. Writer logic, okay? But I still kind of like Frieza, so I'm not gonna give him a pass, but I'll overlook it for now. He comes out, he saves Gohan. Shit, who would have seen that coming? And basically, they start speculating in the stands. Universe 7 starts speculating what Frieza's aim is. And they start talking about the Super Dragon Balls. And one of the suggestions that Whis came up with is that he could use the Super Dragon Balls to kill a god. Which we already know we know that's part of his goal, is to overthrow Zeno. And I was trying to figure out how he's gonna do that, but I guess Super Dragon Balls would be the way to go. Would you not agree? So, if the Super Dragon Balls are capable of getting rid of Zeno, then I guess they can literally do anything. They don't have any restrictions whatsoever. I thought that the Super Dragon Balls might have like at least one restriction in place, but if he can get his hands on the Super Dragon Balls and get rid of Zeno and anyone else who gets in his way, I mean, I can't say I won't be surprised. This is freaking Goku's fault for recruiting this nigga. I don't know why he thought that was a good idea, but again, Goku logic. Apparently, Goku is retarded, so he doesn't think through any of his decisions anymore. Whatever. And Frieza backed off of the fight, said he was going to give GMS some room to breathe. And GMS gets salty when Frieza interferes. I'm over here like, silly nigga. Chicks are for kids. Bro, Frieza doesn't keep promises. He gives no fucks about your feelings. Why you expected someone like Frieza to respect your wishes is implausible to me. You must have seen what he's been doing to these other fighters. And if you haven't, you're just not very aware of your surroundings. But G-Mez, you tried. Okay, you tried. Because, yet again, remember, I just said, Frieza, okay, he did mental training. Now, while mental training doesn't make sense why he was able to completely overwhelm Super Saiyan, well, I guess equal Super Saiyan Blue Goku, actually, while they both weren't going all out, he still was doing mental training. And mental training would allow him to train against Goku in a way that, he would be used to instant transmission by now, because he's seen the technique several times when he fought Goku the first time. So it makes complete sense that he can just completely body G-Mez with no difficulty if literally his only trait, which I just said was his only good trait, is a mastered instant transmission. Once he gets rid of that, G-Mez is trash. That's it. So he completely bodies G-Mez and gets him out of the ring damn near after killing him. And why is it that Frieza has to be the one to explain what Gohan should do? Does Gohan have no ability to think for himself? Does he form it? Like, again, I was under the impression that Gohan was supposed to be an intelligent fighter, one of the most intelligent fighters on the team, so much so that he was made the team leader, and he can't even make the simple decision to go Super Saiyan and body G-Mez. 50 times increase. You can transform. Did you forget, or are you retarded like your father? Honest question. The fact that Frieza had to point out how you should fight speaks volumes of how little progress Gohan made. They made it seem like he made a massive amount of progress. He hasn't done shit. Sorry, he hasn't progressed for shit. Again, you could dislike me for holding this opinion. Doesn't make it any less true. So, Frieza, after Frost shows up and says that they were going to team up to beat Gohan, Frieza goes after and attacks Gohan, and after that, Gohan starts getting bodied, he just finally decides that he wants to go Mystic with his 400 times power increase, since his power more powerful than Super Saiyan 3. So I guess it makes some level of sense why he was able to overpower Frieza for a moment. But of course, that didn't last very long when Frieza, in all his magnificence, transforms into his golden form and proceeds to beat the shit out of Gohan. So, after that, he goes over to Frost, teaches him how to use 100% power. and eliminates him. Hold up. Pause, yo. Pause. Wasn't this the same guy who counted the Mafuba an episode ago? The guy who went from a cunning asshole to genius, what's the word I'm looking for? Strategist in a few seconds? Same guy. This is the guy who countered the Mafuba. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna yell. I'm not gonna yell. I didn't lie to you. I'm not gonna yell. This guy countered the Mafuba. This idiot. The guy who got it baited and played along like a goddamn fiddle by Frieza. This guy is the one who countered the Mafuba. This guy is the one who broke the rationality of the Mafuba. He broke it in more than one way and shat on Dragon Ball history and gets played along like a fiddle and gets eliminated in such a pathetic way. I want you to think about that. I want you to think about how little the writers actually care about the fighters that they create. That they will do some shit like this. So Frieza essentially had a strategy that Gohan caught on to, which they were planning on baiting Frost along with their little show, and it worked. So good job, writers. You prove once again that you don't give a shit about the writers, the characters, and your characters have no significance at all. You can just make them god level one episode and trash tier the next episode. Thanks for proving my point, writers. I appreciate it. And of course, Frost is gonna throw a bitch fit, as anyone would after they just been betrayed and played along like a fiddle, and attempts to attack Frieza from the outside. And guess what happens after that? Oh yeah, Zeno says, "Fuck you! I ain't having that shit!" Not really surprised. I don't know why he thought he would be able to do that, but that was basically in the episode. Now, I said I wanted to talk about the next episode, right? And correct me if I'm wrong, but was that preview, was this just for me? But was that preview the most retarded thing that anyone has seen all day? Really? Like, honest question. Because you see Goku using Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, and he's taking a spirit bomb and about to throw it at Jiren, apparently. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. But the spirit bomb doesn't work against someone who is not inherently evil. I will repeat, the spirit bomb does not work against someone who isn't inherently evil. So, how is it supposed to work against Jiren if he doesn't know if he's evil or not? Because this is established logic going back to Z. Even in the Saiyan saga, when Krillin took the spirit bomb that Goku had formed and threw it at Gohan, it didn't decimate Gohan. He just put out his hands, it bounced off of him, and it just utterly wrecked Vegeta. Every single time the Genki Dama has been used, it's only been used against evil people. Every time. There's no exceptions to this rule. And now you're telling me that this is supposed to make sense. How many times are the writers just gonna rewrite history? Rewrite Dragon Ball history? or I should say Akira and the writers, because Akira is giving them the script for this shit. Not the exact script, but a general outline. So they're interpreting what he's telling them to do. So I can't tell if this is Akira going full retard or a combination of the writers and Akira going full retard. Either way, I don't like it. We're going to have a lot of shit to talk about in the next episode. I'll tell you that much. We're going to have a lot to talk about. Before I sign off, welcome to all my new subscribers. And thank you for the support that you've given me in the last couple videos. The episode that, the last video I made that was like 40 minutes long. I didn't intend for it to be that long. I was just kind of running along again with my non-scriptedness, and I kept coming up with more ideas as I was going along, so I end up extending a lot longer than I anticipated. I haven't got any dislikes on it yet, so I guess there's a plus. So again, if you guys have anything you want me to talk about, as long as it's not a fan theory or something along those lines, I will gladly speak to it. So that's all I have for now. I'll see you guys in the next episode. R's out.